Hello everybody, I just want to welcome to Eldora Week 5 of the World of Outlaws series. Yeah, tonight it's a pretty good night. I didn't actually place that well, but you got to show the bad with the good. Anyways, want to show you a little bit of a practice session getting started here. Yeah, track was nice and fresh. We had a pretty good start. Here I am rolling out. Took a couple practice laps. I kind of messed it up. Got a missed start in the first heat race, which put me dead last going, starting out. I was able to make up a spot. Actually, I think somebody else wrecked out. That's how it went up. Because I was nearly a lap down when we started. 7 cars advanced to the feature. I came in 8. But I was able to come back in the B main and make my way into the feature. So it's a good race night for me. And like I said, you want to show the bad with the good. My car was working pretty well on the track, but here in a second we'll get into qualifying. I'll show you some in-car there. Yeah, I just wanted to show some in-car shots here as well as outside. Here I go rolling out for qualifying laps. The key to qualifying here at Eldora is you want to take your first lap on that high line. Notice that I wasn't quite there. I didn't have it right. I needed to put that right rear right on that cushion all the way around, and then keep it there until about the starting of my second lap, and then dive in. And I already dove in early. I never was at top. It put me about 0.4 of a second slower than what I normally qualify here. I usually qualify at 13.4, 13.3, 13.4. I qualified like a 13.7, 13.734. So the night was already starting off bad for me. Let's go ahead and move into heat 1.
Pretty sharp there, Alf. I appreciate it.
As soon as I get in there, I'm like, hey, did I switch my fuel? Did I or not? And I was guessing. So I clicked back out, checked my fuel, went to click back in, and I noticed at the top it said missed start instead of grid. And I've never had that happen before. But and what they did is they held me until the first lap started and the pace car came back into pit row. And that, by the time I got to the end of pit row, got started, you'll see that Austin, the leader, was coming out of the corner behind me. So I was a lap down just starting the race. That was quite frustrating because I knew I had a good car for this race. And here you'll see them take the green. The pace truck comes across pit lane and then they let me go. All for just checking my fuel. And there's Austin coming out of the corner behind me. At first I wanted to go up to that high groove, trying not to go lap down, but I didn't have time to make the speed up before he was going to catch me, so I didn't want to take the leaders out, and I thought I would just get in where I fit in at this point. And I'm having to stay low. I'm not being able to get my speed up, but I noticed that even staying low, I was able to stay with these guys for a couple laps. But you can only do that for a couple laps because you're scrubbing speed while they're gaining speed. So I finally fit in up in here in a second. This would have been a perfect time to have a live spotter. I could have got up in there a lot sooner than I did, but anyways, I'm not going to place anywhere near where I need to be placed in this race. I'm just trying to kind of hoping for a spot in the main, but like I said earlier, it just didn't happen. I started this race, I guess, in 9th place. I made it to 8th. I guess somebody wrecked out behind me. I never saw it. Okay, let's move on to Heat 2. Now in Heat 2, I noticed in practice that this 3 car, he was really quick. I actually thought he was gonna, he did well in the race. He did really well. I just thought he was gonna smooth, roll over these other guys, but I didn't happen to notice that the second ranked car was in there along with him, and the 4th ranked car was in there. But turned out to be a pretty good race. I was just checking out their lines at this time, to see where everybody else was running. Just kind of see how they're watching the track, seeing how it shapes up, and pretty much just enjoying the show. So the top 7 go to the main. I got 8th in the first place. That means I've got to go to the B main and race my way into the A main. And here Heat 2 is going green. Yeah, I was kind of watching the 3 car. He had a real nice line. He's staying right on that cushion most of the way around. He would duck inside every once in a while and, challenge for another position. But these guys were so close to running the same times in qualifying that, once you're in a position like that, you just want to hold it. 3rd's a good spot. You're just in a heat race. You're not in the feature yet. I want to fast forward here and go ahead and go into the the B main. This is pretty much how these guys finished here. And here's the starting of the B main. When we first clicked in there, it was saying that one place was left in the feature. But turns out at the end there was actually 4 places left in the feature. And I ended up on the pole for the B main here. Yeah, there was a couple guys in here that wrecked out early that were really fast, and you know, I was a little nervous on the pole, and so you know, I just pinned it and held it and just started sending it in the corners. I wasn't sure if I was even going to make some of them. And like I said, during this race, I thought only one last place was in. But here we go. We're about to go green. Oops, next corner, I believe. And here comes the green flag. I get the early jump, but notice that I'm running like the mid groove. And that outside car, I believe this is a 17 car, he jumped to the high groove where I should have been. And if he didn't clip the wall right there, he'd probably be leading this race right now. But the other 3rd and 4th place here, they clip the wall and then touch each other. That allows me and the 2nd place car to break away from the pack a little bit. And then I get up in the groove where I'm supposed to be. At this point, I'm running about 139 miles an hour on entry of the corners. Yeah, I think the 2nd place car there was Ryan Adams. Yeah. He gets up there and starts challenging me, and notice he's dropping down. He's cutting his laps down a little bit. The top is starting to get a little slicker, but it's not quite slick yet. Just on entry and exit, we're still able to hold it down in the corners. But Ryan here, he found a way just under that slick to catch me. And this is when the race begins. So he crosses me up there. I duck back inside. I cross him up. And then he comes right back underneath me. Back again. I go right back underneath him. It was a nice, good, clean race. It was a lot of fun right there. Anytime you can switch it up like that, you know you're running good. Until this happened. His right rear caught my left front. But we were able to get our cars back under control and cross the finish line before the rest of the pack caught us. So I still won that race, and I was very happy. Now we move on to the A feature. That put me in like the 15th starting spot, I believe. Now, remember me and Ryan, we were the 2 racing there. And as the night went on, me and him were pretty much neck and neck, side by side, all night. And I guess we were just a little too aggressive with each other, or wanting to run the same line at the same time. But you'll get to see how it turns out here.
Long time no see there, Mike.
I apologize, 11. I didn't realize the top four went. That's why I went for the fly job there. I probably wouldn't have pulled that move if I wouldn't have known that.
That's no problem, though. It happens.
You probably still got the win, though. Good race, man. It was fun.
Yeah, that was the most fun I've had so far this week.
Crossing each other over. That's what it's about.
Yeah, how you doing, Scott? Pretty good.
Yeah, that was the 14 car apologizing to me for taking me out on that race. But honestly, I could have backed out and gave him room there. My fault as much as it was his. But I do appreciate him, apologizing like that. And I was so frustrated at this point. I just want to focus on how many cars I can get by in the
I
main.
chose the wrong gear ratio.
And right there, I was talking about my gear ratio. I knew I had the wrong gear ratio in the car. But that allowed me to get off the corners a little better, and you'll see where that come into play. And we go green. Right now, I wish I had a live spotter, because right there would have been a perfect time to take that top shelf and start putting some speed in the car, but I just didn't have a live spotter, and I was thinking somebody was out there. So here, me and the 14 car are paired together, where I actually run in two different grooves. But once he sees me start making moves on these two cars in front of me, he starts following my groove.
That was my bad, Nick. I had no clue you were running that low on the track there.
Right there, one of the cars moved down, and I caught his right front with my left, his left front with my right rear. And I sent him into the wall and brought this caution out. I thought I actually touched the wall there. I didn't know it was another car. I should have apologized for that, but I didn't see it until the race was over and I'm going through the recordings. But if you're watching this, man, I apologize. I really
I
didn't
don't know
mean
if
to take you out right there.
you heard me, Nick. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know that you were running towards the middle. I thought you had a little more space. Sorry about the contact, 19.
So we're starting to move up. It's not pretty, but me and the 14, we're still in there, and we're just trying to salvage what's left here. I've never raced with Ryan before. He's a good driver. It's just, if he would have had a live spotter and I had a live spotter, it'd been a lot cleaner race. I kept getting these inside starts, man. I really wanted that top shelf at this point. So I forced my way to the top, right in front of Ryan. The car turned there in front of me. I just barely missed him. So here we are challenging for 8th place. I actually get up in front here and take it. And then on the very next corner, Ryan and me pinch each other into the wall. And then this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in iRacing. I put it in reverse, trying to turn.
In and out, boss.
Right there, I thought the car went back to drive. It
What
made
are
the
you
sound,
doing?
and whenever I hit the gas, it put me in reverse still, and that caused me to run into these other guys. Very embarrassing thing to
What
do.
was that, 11?
I thought I was in forward, but it was still in reverse. Sorry, no.
And right there, I'm just like, just livid, pissed, you know.
Yeah, it made the sound like it shifted gears. I hit the gas, and I'm just running backwards.
It's all good. I understand. I just thought it was like you saw me and decided to go backwards or something, but it's all good.
Yeah, it looked like I was blatantly trying to take the guy out. That's why it was so embarrassing. And like I said, I've never done anything like that, but I was just so frustrated, man. Just took 8th place, got taken out, pinched into the wall again. Happened to be by the same guy. I know he wasn't doing that on purpose. We were just no live spotters and guessing where the other cars were. So
Look at that, running in order. All
when
the
it
way
happened,
to 6.
I just, you know, I couldn't
Did
believe that,
5?
you know, and I got frustrated, hitting the gears, and I put it in reverse, and stayed in reverse, thinking I was back forward, and caused a problem. So we sit here in the pits, and I'm thinking my night's over. And actually, they let me go back out. I had some optional repairs, so I've got a heavily damaged car. But I get back out there just to save points for the season.
You are skipping like fine there and freaking cautions as soon as the green flag drops. I'm trying to stay back here out of your way. Simple.
Notice who I line up
But it's
against.
tough to have a fairly decent car and stay back here.
Me and the 14 car again. Me and Ryan. I mean, once we start having issues, we just kept them going.
I feel like the top and the bottom are about even right now for my car.
Wish we could burn some of the steel off.
Anybody else running the bottom?
I feel like my car's running a lot better on the bottom than it is on the top.
Problem is, everybody's running the top and you get clogged up. Yeah, then you can shoot by on the bottom. Yeah, if you're able to run the bottom.
Or you just ram them.
Hey, man.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just going to put the wing in the trunk at this point.
Okay, there's a lot of that conversation that was just totally wrong. First of all, running the top was the way to go.
Hey, John,
And
I'm going to be low, so go on by me.
You do shoot by on
Careful.
on the bottom. But if you're putting your wing back this late in the race, putting it in the trunk like he said, you're doing nothing but putting all the drag on the car that you got. Yeah, it's slick, but you need to run outside that slick and dive in. Notice the spots I'm already taking away from these guys, and I'm in a heavily damaged car. I'm trying to stay to the top, but I'm going right underneath the slick. Problem is, another caution might have came out with a couple more laps. I might have had a better finish. I've got heavy damage on the car. I'm not quite up to speed, but I'm still gaining on the guys in front. It was a fun race night. Hats off to Ryan Adams. It was a lot of fun trading places with you. And, you know, I wish we both would have had a better place at the end of this. Austin ran a really strong race. He just untouched all night, you know, leading the way on every race. Basically, I was just,
Nice one, Austin.
just finishing up the races there. Austin took the win.
No surprise there.
But I just want to say thanks for watching, and
Good run, everyone.
hopefully next week will be better. I guess we're going to Williams Grove. But I just want to say thanks for watching again, and like and subscribe.